Hello, coffee beans, and welcome back to Grab Your Brew, the podcast where folklore, history, and the darker corners of human belief collide.
Usually while we're drinking coffee and slowly realizing that the world is a much weirder place than we thought.
I am Leanne.
And I'm Jodie.
So far in this series, we've looked at undead corpses in Europe, lion-head vampires in Southeast Asia, fireball witches and forest predators in Africa, and the Caribbean.
And today we're asking a slightly different question. What if a vampire doesn't need your blood? What if it just needs you?
Across many cultures, there are beings that just don't drink blood. They drain something else, less visible, life force, energy, breath, or even the soul.
It's important to say that we're using the word vampire as a comparison. It's more vampiric in nature. Because not all of these creatures match the classic Dracula image. I mean, we've already established Dracula as one of the newer ones. Some don't drink blood
Mhm.
at all, but they're still taking from the living, so vampiric in nature.
So basically, not that different from some people you meet.
We're not naming names.
But if you know us, you know who we're talking about. But we are thinking of them and need to cut those ties, those soul ties.
Let's start in China today with one of the strangest vampire-like figures in folklore, the Jiangshi.
Called the hopping vampire, which sounds absolutely ridiculous until you picture it correctly. And with Easter coming up, I can't picture it correctly.
No,
Seen
I
a
keep thinking
vampire
of
with
it.
an Easter bunny hat on.
Yeah. So, stiff corpse, dressed in traditional clothing, arms outstretched. Yes, I've got a Christmas top on. Sensory issues today, it's comfy. And it hops towards you in the dark.
Actually, that's the worst. But I think I would probably die from pissing myself laughing. The energy they would be draining from me would be pure humor.
Yeah. So the Jiangshi is usually described as draining your qi, so body's life energy.
Rather than functioning like a typical blood drinking vampire, so it's less bite your neck,
More drain your existence.
folklore, and later film traditions. This, can't pronounce the name, Jiangshi, is often shown hopping because the corpse is imagined as a stiff and unable to move normally. Because the corpse is imagined as stiff and unable to move normally.
Which makes it both slightly ridiculous and terrifying in a funny way, though. You could just imagine a spoof movie, brain dead style of it, couldn't you?
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing in my head. I'm trying not to laugh. Belief in creatures like this wasn't just storytelling. In historical China, there were real practices that may have influenced these ideas. One of these was known as a corpse driving.
What? That's crazy.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
They're not a
It's
bad
just.
driver, they're just dead.
I know. All I can think of is like a dead vampire just coming at you, like bouncing like a
Yeah.
bunny. Oh, so bodies were transported across long distances and sometimes they were upright. So it would appear that they were moving in an unusual way, which I suppose in low light,
Could be us. Could easily look like something reanimating. Fears of improper burial.
and suddenly the idea of a hopping corpse doesn't feel so impossible.
Traditional methods for stopping one of these include talismans, mirrors, and rice.
Just throw me curry at you,
Yeah. Yeah, I remember
or
back in the
even
day when you got
holding your
married,
breath.
you'd throw rice.
Yeah. But yeah, holding your breath seems to be the popular one because in some stories, the Jiangshi detects life through breathing. I mean, generally, how would you detect life?
So the official survival advice of this Pokemon card is don't breathe. Just don't
Simple.
breathe. Isn't there a film called Don't Breathe?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one with the house
It's not
invader. Okay.
supernatural though, is it?
No, it's not. It's a home
Good
invader.
film though. Really good
Yeah. I
film.
think that one's more scarier.
It is. Way scarier. Like, I let my youngest watch supernatural things, but I won't let her watch things like, a home invasion.
Yeah.
So, of course, we have to mention a movie. The Jiangshi appears in Mr. Vampire, which somehow manages to make hopping corpses both funny and terrifying.
Next, we move to India to meet the Vettala. I think I'm saying that right. Vettala.
Vettala.
Fun to say it. Vettala. I like it the way I said it. Vettala. Vettala sounds more fun, but there's no L there, so yeah, Vettala.
So the Vettala is a spirit that inhabits the corpse, so a little different. So technically, I suppose it's a possessed body, but it can take full control. That's not reassuring, though, is it? I'm not making it sound any better.
No, no. The Vettala appears in ancient Indian texts, particularly for the Vettala is Panchi Vismashialapapa. There's no B
Vettala
in there, guys.
Panchavimashati. I don't
This
know because
weird
if I say
bing
Shati, it sounds like I'm trying to say they
shutting
shot
yourself.
themselves.
She's shouting.
Apologies. Leanne will bing it up. Uh, but yeah, these describe a spirit inhabiting corpses found in cremation grounds.
That's interesting because everything we've heard so far has been buried, not cremation. Because I was
Yeah.
thinking, well, maybe if you were cremated, it wouldn't be an issue. But this one hangs around cremation grounds.
Yeah, it's like, how dare
And
you burn my body? I'll take yours, thanks.
it is known for interacting with the living. The Vettala is sometimes described as a vampire like in English, but most accurately, it's a corpse inhabiting spirit associated with death and possession. So not
Rather
the
than
dead bodies, just the people.
yeah, rather than a traditional, well, traditional as we've come to know it, blood drinking vampire.
It's intelligent and it can speak. I wonder what kind of conversations you could have with that. But it often tells
Mm.
riddles or stories.
So instead of attacking you, it talks to you. Honestly, I'm not sure which is worse. I mean, could you imagine trying to hold a conversation with it?
Like, hey, how are you? What's black and white and red all over?
Newspaper!
Yes! You get to live another day. The Vettala has inspired modern horror movies like Vettala. Vetal?
Batal. Yeah, it's a good
Vetal?
one. Yeah. I do love me an Indian horror movie. I tell you,
Yeah.
people limit themselves by sticking to Hollywood. They do.
I think a lot of Hollywood movies have actually ruined it for me because I am obsessed with Japanese horror movies, and then when I watch the American Hollywood version of it, I'm like, what is this trash?
Yeah, I like Korean ones. I've seen some really
Oh
good
my gosh,
Thai.
Korean horror movies. They have some twisted minds and I love it.
They do. I've seen some brilliant Thai ones as well.
Mm,
Honestly, scrap Hollywood. Look to Southeast Asia.
yeah.
Honestly, so much more. I will get back on track. Apologies. Across many cultures, people have described similar experiences as always. Waking up suddenly in the night, unable to move.
Feeling something is in the room and waking in exhaustion. And if something has been taken from, that's my every night. Ah,
I know, I was just thinking, I'm not disabled. There's a vampire somewhere nearby,
yeah,
draining me.
exactly. I don't have a messed up back from my car wreck that keeps me awake at night when I try to sleep.
Ah,
It's a vampire.
yeah, we just need to go hunting. We need to
Yeah,
expand on our paranormal investigations from just spirits
to
and demons
vampires.
to, I mean, we could just keep growing the list, couldn't we?
We could just be the next Hal Valson. Why am I
Van
tongue tied on that?
Helsing.
Van Helsing. Why could
Yeah.
I not get that out? Because I love Van Helsing.
Or a Constantine.
Oh yeah. I just love
Ooh,
him
like
in that
Joanna
role though.
Constantine.
Yeah, it could be Joanna Constantine. But I do
Keanu
love the
Reeves Constantine.
he is just an amazing human being. absolutely such an amazing human being.
Yes, yes, he is.
Where
Today,
are we?
I'd gotten us off track. I'm so sorry. So
It's okay,
yeah,
I'm easily
waking up
led.
exhausted. As if something's been taken from you. Today, we would probably say sleep paralysis, but historically, these experiences were interpreted as supernatural attacks. I mean, science could have veered us so far in the opposite direction that we ignore supernatural attacks.
Exactly. Exactly,
Mm.
because we don't know. Because you're like, oh, we just need to go take a pill for this. And in reality, the pill is just numbing us from something we could actually be protecting ourselves from. This helps explain why so many cultures developed the idea of energy draining entities that were preparing for energy drinks, laying down the groundwork centuries ahead of time.
The idea still appears in a lot of modern storytelling and movies, though, like Doctor Sleep. Have you seen Doctor Sleep?
Yeah,
They feed off the energy, don't they? It's like they absorb the soul almost. And she
yeah,
stashes them in them bottles, canisters.
yeah. And then there's what we do in the shadows,
I love
which
that
gave us the
movie.
most relatable vampire of all.
The Energy Vampire.
Again, we
Such a
all
good
know why.
series as well. It's just so funny.
Mm.
Yeah, and if you don't,
So my lack of broken sleep is catching up with me. These creatures reflect different fears, not just death, but exhaustion, loss of energy.
and the feeling of something unseen affecting your life. Woo. So, across the series, we've seen corpses that rise, creatures that fly, spirits that hunt.
And now we bring you the beings that drain you without leaving a mark.
Say the pokey card. Brew card. Brew card.
I
That's
hit
our
my
new
funny
one.
bone and it wasn't funny.
It never is. Why do they call it the funny bone?
I don't know. It's very deceiving, much like most of
Oh.
these vampires.
So next episode, ooh, can't get my words out. Next episode, we explore vampiric water beings.
Thank you for grabbing a brew with us today. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe. It costs you nothing. Follow the podcast and share with somebody who loves folklore.
And if you have your own spooky story, send it to us, please.
To the email
Gra-
on the screen or
yeah.
any of these socials. And if you can't find us at Grab Your Brew, it's at Grab Your Brew Podcast. Until next time, guys, grab your brew and stay curious. Have an amazing week. Bye.